Happy Friday. It's September 4th, 2020, and most importantly, it's another day to be thankful to being on the right side of the ground. Whether you're starting your day, enjoying lunch, driving, or tuning in a different day that this episode drops, really appreciate you tuning in. I'm looking forward to enjoying this cup of coffee with you today. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us in today's episode of The Modern Believer, the podcast that reminds us that the good news is that there is good news. Everyone, please continue to send good news and share today's episode with one new person. Hey, Connor, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about good news.
Thanks, Connor. In case this is your first time tuning in, welcome in. You made it, and right on time. On behalf of myself and all the other modern believers out there, we're happy to have you in. There's always room for one more. Before we begin, though, you may be wondering, Eddie, what or who is the modern believer? That's a fair question. Here's my answer. The modern believer is you. It's our families. It's me. It's our communities. In a world with so many contrasting views, it seems that we're constantly bombarded with news that do the opposite of cheering us up. We can all agree on one thing, though, and that is that we all enjoy a positive story that reminds us that there's a lot of good going on in the world. The modern believer is an individual that knows and believes change can happen. Let's begin. Thanks a lot, Publix, supporting local farmers, millions giving back. As reported by CBS WTSP 10 of Tampa Bay in early July, Florida's local grocery store, Publix, continues to give back and hit milestones. Throughout the pandemic, they have been putting extra effort to purchase from local farmers and donate to food banks. Less than 3 months in, they have purchased and donated more than 5 million pounds of produce. And check this out, 350,000 gallons of milk. Headquartered in Lakeland, which is about 30 minutes northeast of Tampa, the work has not ended there. Publix has not only continued working with local farmers, but has expanded the efforts and is pushing north. In addition to Florida, Publix is now buying produce from farmers in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and plans to add farmers from Tennessee and Virginia in the coming weeks. As Publix CEO Todd Jones said, during these challenging times, we remain committed to working together to find the solutions that positively impact our communities in need. We are honored to continue our support of Feeding America member food banks and to purchase produce and milk from farmers across the Southeast. As the harvest season moves north, so is our initiative, expanding to support additional farmers and serve as many people as possible. Earlier this year, many farmers were forced to throw away rotting produce and raw milk due to the lack of demand. President and CEO of Feeding South Florida, Paco Velez, reported that they have received more than 720,000 pounds of produce and 97,000 gallons of milk from Publix. And this was back in July, so the number must be staggeringly higher at this point. Since 2009, Publix has donated more than $2 billion, that's with a B, $1 billion worth of food to people in need. Publix has pledged to donate another $2 billion over the next decade. And knowing them, it will be 3. Good deeds do not go unnoticed, though. And as of August 11th, 2020, Publix has been named the United Way's number one global corporate leader. That's why I always enjoyed working at Trader Joe's as well. Every shift, Trader Joe's pulls food and donates it to local food banks. It's unfortunate that there are a lot of businesses focused around food, such as restaurants or grocery stores, that would rather throw away food, like without even selling it or even to their employees, instead of donating it. Little bit by little bit adds up to a lot. I hope that more companies follow the path grocery leaders like Publix and Trader Joe's has set. Special thank you to the leadership at the helm of those ships. I want you to think of one thing that you're grateful for today. If you think of more than one, that's cool. That's great too. Let's take a few seconds to be grateful. Hey, Connor, what are you thankful for today?
I'm grateful for helmets because they save lives. I just want to make sure every listener out there is wearing their helmet every time they ride a bike, a skateboard, a motorcycle, or even a scooter.
Connor, I'm with you. In third grade, I completely wiped out when I was still living in Miami Gardens to be exact. And I was third grader, pedal to the limit or pushing the pedal, however you say it. And I went over a speed bump, and I had a helmet, but I actually flew off my bike and I just hit straight onto a mailbox. I survived, the mailbox did not, but yeah, shout out helmets, and if you can, wear one. Today, I'm also grateful for all the Connors, like our guest today. Special shout out to Mr. Connor Linton and Bailey's out there. Happy birthday to you both. The world became a better place when you were born. Let's sow love. Can you imagine the harvest? Sandra Venegas. And this is why I love my mama. She has taught me the meaning of what love is and how hard work pays off. Love a dream. Let's sow love. Can you imagine the harvest? Sandra Venegas. And this is why I love my mama. She has taught me the meaning of what love is and how hard work truly does pay off. Love a dream, love a vision, love enough, work at it, and see how it becomes alive before your eyes. This is what I live by, and I hope others can agree with me. Love is instinct. Hate is taught. It's imperative to remain hopeful during these times. We can get so caught up in the short run and forget about the long run. It's all about the long run. Think about it as money, okay? Think about it as money. If I invest $10,000 today, is it reasonable for me to expect $550,000 in a week? No. Love starts one movement, one action, one hug, one hello, one smile, 1 second at a time. It may feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel sometimes. Spoiler alert. There are no eternal tunnels. Hope for change, hope for love, hope for opportunity will push us forward. Just like it was once 2014, one day it will be 2026. What energy are you, am I putting into this world? What will our investment return be? That being said, let's sow love. Can you imagine the harvest? Though we can keep talking for hours and hours about the amazing stuff going on in the world today, you need to go about your day. Fly, be free. But before we go,
have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Connor. You're a pretty rad dude. Nah, seriously, everyone. Connor's the man. Anyway, thank you, Connor. You make it a great day, too. Listen, everyone, please send me more good news and leave feedback in the form of a review, download or follow, and share the episode to one new person today. What cool stuff is going on in your community and company? What do you want to hear about next? Comment on the IGTV video or tweet at me. Ultimately, you're the one that's taking the time to join me and all the other modern believers out there. For all my iPhone users, please go leave a review. We're only about 20, 30 reviews behind from the second or third top rated good news podcast on Apple Podcasts. So that would be huge. Please. Also, remember, it costs $0 to be a kind human being. Love big and expect nothing in return. I want to thank you for your time and remind you that I love you. Keep on keeping on. I'm immensely proud of you, no matter where you are in life. You have a friend in me. And if you need to talk to someone, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Keep smiling and loving all the people that we get to encounter in our walks of life. That smile and uplifting attitude and that little bit of us that we deposit onto them may change their day. And maybe, just maybe, thanks to the love that we give them today, they start spreading that love to others. And then, you already know what I'm going to say, boom, we build a beautiful chain reaction of love. Stay blessed and keep fighting the good fight, everyone. Thanks for joining today's episode of The Modern Believer, the podcast that reminds us that the good news is that there is good news. First week of doing these short episodes, hit me up. Let me know what you think. DM me, tweet at me, or send me an email. Most importantly, make it a great day and stay safe this weekend. Love you all.